Hello, everyone. Thanks again for joining me here tonight. So, we'll see if YouTube works here. It looks like Facebook may have been the culprit tonight. So, thanks for hopping over here. We are now just on YouTube tonight. We are here. We are going to attempt to make it's face mask week. So, we're sewing, we've been sewing face masks all week for nurses. John's aunt is a nurse, and we are handing her over all of our face masks so they can use at the hospital right near us here. And I have some fabric here, some more fabric here, and we are going to try and make those super duper speed face masks. So if you haven't looked at the link I put below, it's a Facebook video of this guy just zipping through making face masks, very similar to the ones that we've been making, but in like a 20th or less of the time. It's crazy amazing. So I thought we'd give that a go. It's kind of no frills, no top stitching, none of that stuff, but it was promising as far as making them fast. And obviously this guy is a pro. We're not going to be able to do it that fast, but we're going to give it a go. So that is the plan tonight. Thanks for sticking with me here. I know I'm on way late. I hope you guys pop over from Facebook. I see you guys popping in here. Now, Facebook was a no-go. I think that's what was holding us down tonight here, you guys. So if YouTube seems good to go. All right. If you're new here, my name is Alyssa Thomas from Penguin and Fish, where we make cute embroidery kits for the beginning crafter. And I am here every weeknight at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. That's 9:30 Eastern and 6:30 Pacific. It's a time that we can relax and craft together. I typically work on projects from beginning to end, but this week we are working on face masks. So check out Monday's video. I show you how to do a face mask that I think is just beautiful and easy. And we've talked to nurses and went on surgeons' recommendations for it, so you can read the post. I have more info on that. Tonight we are doing that super speed one, like the video link that I posted below. So, all right, you guys, let's get going here tonight. All right, I'm going to flip you guys around. Oh, there we go. All right. There we got the iron going, and we are ready for the evening. So thanks, you guys, again for sticking with me here. We're getting it tonight. Okay. So I have my fabric here, and I think I'm going to make this the face mask, and this the strips. I suppose I have enough of both that we could do either, so that's kind of cool. So let's start by cutting some pieces here. I'm going to open up my expandable cutting mat. Let's get up a little bit higher, and I am going to trim some strips. And you know what? This could probably be pressed a little bit. Look how bright and crazy this is. You know, I bet you strips this way is enough. I wonder how much I have here. 24. Let's see. 25 to 6 to 7 to 8 to 9, 30, 31. You know what? I think I'm going to cut them this way. It's just going to be a little bit easier than going all 42 inches. So you know what? Let's just cut first. We'll press later. So I'm going to still do the 2-inch strips like I was doing last night. I don't know if, again, I'm going by this guy's video. I don't know if this is correct or not, but we're gonna just give it a try. Okay, I'm going to get the old cutting glove on. Again, this is pretty wrinkly, but oh, yeah, I'm going to just press it afterwards. We're going to just deal. Can't be perfect all the time, I guess. All right, let's trim off this selvage edge. And let's just cut two 2-inch strips. And I cut it at a really weird spot. That's not going to be easy for me. Cut it on a 1/4 inch here. 1, 2. All right, let's do 2. And 1 more here. It's been nice making these. I'm hoping I can make a pile more. So that's why I was curious about this particular video that's been going around now. It's very similar to the pieces that we were making, but again, a bajillion miles an hour. All right, so we have a couple strips. We'll cut more later if we need them. And okay, so there weren't any real measurements on that video, but we've been doing ours 9 inches wide and 6 inches tall, but he folded the fabric in half. So I'm thinking let's just do like 12 inches. So let's do a 9 by 12 inch piece, I suppose. And you know what? Let's just do 9 inches all the way up on this thing, and then we can just make however many we have here. So I'm going to cut this selvage off again. And we will cut 9 inches. I don't know how straight I'm doing this, but we're going to deal. Thank you guys again for joining me here. It's actually nice to know I'm on Facebook and YouTube, or I'm trying to do both lately, and it's nice knowing that a time like today, when Facebook was completely conked out, we can still have a backup here, you know what I mean, on YouTube. I'd like to be on both at the same time, but it is nice that I can still see you guys. I can still hang out with you guys. Oh, I'm not doing strips. I'm doing 9 inches. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a close one. I suppose all that would have happened is I would have had one more strip ready to go. All right, I'm a little off there. Ruler's in the way. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So clearly, the cutting is still going to take a while. Oh, Gina, yes, this is some of my fabric. So both of these are my fabric. One of these is kind of a test fabric. This was a test run, and it accidentally got printed twice as big as what I wanted it, but then I kind of liked it really big. So I'm happy with how it turned out. And it's from my scrap bin. Again, this was just a test fabric from, probably a decade ago now. And I've been saving it and haven't been using it, so it's time now. All right, let's do 12 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ugh, I can't count those ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, let's see if I can fit the ruler in here. Yeah, and then we're going to fold it in half. Okay, let's do it. All right, just to make it easier for myself, I am going to press these first. I mean, I think that guy in the video was just choosing some scraps, but I feel like I need to press these. Especially these guys are looking crazy. Aren't these going to be nice together? I'm excited to see what these fabrics look like together. Got my good old cordless iron. Love this thing. Oh, and we were working... when I was working with John, I had a little spray bottle here. It's an empty bottle, and I'm just spritzing it with water. That helped me a little bit, because some of these fabrics are they've been folded for a long time, and some of the fabric's a little bit thicker than the rest. So just having the spray bottle available was nice. Like here, I have a really big kink there. Some of the fabric I was using just really, really needed it when we were sewing over the past couple days. So instead of putting water in my iron, I am just spritzing with some water, again, in just a bottle an empty bottle that I saved. Gretchen says, yeah, that guy probably had magic elves who would cut an iron. Yeah, I mean, that really was. You know, it's amazing. I say this all the time when we quilt, that I always forget how long that pressing and cutting takes. Like in my head, I'm just getting to the sewing machine and stitching, but really it's this pressing and cutting. I keep saying I need to get comfortable with it somehow. Okay, let's go to the machine. Now here's where the test is of if we can do it as fast. And I mean, obviously, I know for sure we're not going to do it as fast, but I wanted to give his method a try. So again, this is a very similar method to or similar look, end result to what we've been doing, but but magical. So I'm going to get a little bit higher so you can see what I'm doing over here. All right. Again, I don't know if a lot of you saw that that video, but this is kind of how he did it. So we had his little piece here. I'm going to get over a little bit more. And he folded it in half with the right side out like this. And then he sewed from here to there, left a gap, and then sewed here to there. But he flipped it in. He did the seam allowance at the same time and just kind of top stitched it like that. So let's see if I can get any sort of coordination with that. I'm a little nervous about being able to flip in these ends easily. But that was step one. And I'm guessing, you assembly line do this, you'll get super duper good at that. I think I gotta go sideways like this to start out. And once he just got going, he could stick with it. So this one might be the wonkiest face mask ever, but like I said, I'm giving that guy's trick, or his process a try, because the speed at which he made this was crazy town. Okay, so there's a little back stitch. So I'm going to stitch to like here. Oh, you guys can't quite see. So I'm going to stitch till here, and then we're going to leave a gap, and then we'll start it up again. And I'm just kind of rolling the edge in. Really, I just want to make sure that I'm getting, a clean edge. All right, let's back tack there. All right, and I'm going to just jump. Let's see if I can just jump ahead. I'm just twisting the fabric again, and that's kind of giving me my seam allowance, and I just pull on it, and there it's together. I'm going to trust that later because that's going to become really important. All right, I'm just going to jump. Leave that gap. We'll go about right here. You could do wrong sides together and turn, but when you turn, you have to press it flat, and that's always kind of a little pain. And we're going for super duper speed here, so we're just getting like an instant top stitch here. Okay, so then I think he just turned like this, and here's our pocket. This is going to be our pocket later, where a nurse could put a different mask in here or a filter. We're just leaving that just like that. Okay, so next up, he just took a strip, and let's kind of find the center here. Still, I mean, and I might have made these strips a little too short, but we're experimenting. All right, and then I'm going to go like right here. I suppose we do have to lift up. Oh, I'm going to even trim off. Okay. So then he just stitched a tiny bit. Get this all straightened again. You know what? Let's finger press this. Let's just go like that. He got this here. Got this strip on. and just barely tacked it down. All right, and then he got all this out of the way, and then just did the scrunchy scrunch. Okay, so let's do that. We're just gonna go badoop, badoop. Let's see, I think he just went like this, scrunched it right up in there. All right, so let's point him away. Lay this bugger on top, and then we just sew down the edge. All right, so did that. Then we just flip around at this side. And again, we get our strap kind of, or our little ties. I'm just kind of marking the center again. I don't quite know the full center, but it'll get me kind of close if I go about right there. Tack this puppy down again. Get that out of the way. Do our little scrunchy scrunch again, and let's face them the same direction. So we fold this way this time. I think I can do that better. Scrunch, scrunch, fold. Oh, maybe it was a little bit lower. There we go. That's decent. Or is it? Getting picky here now. All right. Let's fold this guy over. All right. Done with that part. So, you guys, we got the scrunch. So that was pretty dang quick, I'd say. And now it is just this double fold situation. So let's see if I can figure that out again. So just in, we got to go kind of stretch it out in the middle. We'll go in, and he didn't finish the edge or anything, so I'm not going to either. We can just kind of tie that in a knot if we want. Okay, and then fold that in again. So now we got like our little bias tape. Let's get that going. Oop, gotta get my thread underneath. You guys, this is totally working, and I'm impressed. I gotta tell you, this would be a way to crank out a pile of these, and I'm super clumsy right now because it's my first one, but I could see if you're doing, a ton of these. All right, so then you just kind of pull on this, I think. Let's see if I can get this going. Keep turning these straps in. Man, if this works, this is crazy. All right, let's go about that far. All right, now I'm not sure I did all this part right. Let's keep just folding it in and rolling. I mean, really pulling taut on it kind of does the job. Let's get a little bit farther before I putz around with this. All right, so this gets kind of halved and then halved again. Oh my God, it's totally working. This is crazy. All right, let's continue to flip this end in. This bottom side. Oh, magic. Oh, you know what? I didn't. Let's add a couple extra stitches here. I didn't do that on the top, but let's just leave it. All right, and then let's pull it to the end. Give that little roll. final little roll. That's so easy. Oh my gosh. Screw a pressing. We didn't press at all. I'm making poor John's job obsolete from yesterday. Oh my god. Look at it! Alright, so now let's do this side. Again, let's just flip it in. And in. And over one more time. This is just so sad how much faster this is going. Alright, and then you just pull and it kind of gets that bias strip going. Alright, let's get that started. Get my little stiletto here to help me. Alright, now that I'm situated, let's get rolling it in. I mean, really just the pulling and rolling does it, and just freaking perfect. Oh, Catherine, we'll do another one. This was so fast that we're gonna for sure do another one. So the centerpiece, I just did 9 inches by 12 inches, but insane. I mean, this really is insane. So again, it's a very similar design. The opening's a bit different, but it accomplishes the same thing. You still have 2 layers of fabric protection. We'll take a look at it in a sec here. Alright. Oh, gosh, I've just pulled on this and it went into the exact right spot. Loving it. And this is already attached. I haven't used pins or anything. Alright, and this too, it's just falling into place. Oh my god, it's magic. Get that fuzzle stuck in there. The old back tack here. Oop, I could have done a little bit more, but I think we'll leave it. Give it that pull and roll. Get this last little tiny bit. Went a bit much here. Wow. All right, you guys. Trim that a little bit. Trim this part where we connected the two, and holy cow. So here is the little, oh, let's trim these. So we could do something to finish this edge a little bit more, maybe. I might just try and top stitch that a little bit, but seriously, we literally did that. I mean, we just saved ourselves 40 minutes just then. I mean, seriously, that's insane. All right, I'm going to do something real quick. Let's just try and, I don't know how well this is going to work, but I'm going to tack down this edge just because it's bothering me, so it doesn't pop open when people are using it. But other than that, I mean, what? This is nuts. We're going to do another one from start to end, like in 2 seconds here. So if you remember, when I was showing you guys how to make that similar one, which I still think is really pretty and has nice top stitching and everything, that took about an hour. And this took, like, what? When did we start this? 5 minutes ago? Let's call it 10, and it's still good. All right, I think we'll just come up on the other side. there I just kind of top stitched that opening, so now you can see the difference. So now at least it's not, you know, a finished edge on the inside, but at least it's gonna hold its place. Not like that side that's blooping out yet. So let's just get that. This is still enough of a gap for anyone to put a filter in. Oop, let me adjust my thread here. And we even cut it today. Like, that's the thing. Like, the cutting takes so long. Wow, okay. Okay, let's give this one a little bit of an edge. A little bit of top stitching, kind of rolling it around. Oop, fuzzle stuck. Kind of tacking it to this one a little bit. All right. Snip the fuzzles, and this is crazy. So I will move the camera so you guys can see this a little bit more. All right. But there we are. So that was fast. That was easy. I mean, it's not, you know, my pleats aren't in the exact same spot. This side is a little bit smaller than this, but I have a feeling that once I get going, I would get a little bit more consistent with that. I think what's going to hold the filter in place is that this hole is only this big. So the filter could extend a little bit farther. So you'll get it up in there and kind of move it around to the right spot. You know, you could always do it on the top too, really, if you wanted to. I cannot believe how fast we finished that, you guys. You could put a little knot on the end if you wanted to. I think that actually makes it look kind of cute. Let's do that. We'll add a couple of knots to make it cute. But oh my gosh, let's make more of these really quick here. I can't believe again how fast we did that. So that was the first one. Now let's see if we can make it look a little bit better. You know, whoop, geez, I flung my scissors. So I want to see if I can do one maybe with like the little finished edges on here still. But actually these knots are kind of cute. I actually kind of like the knots. All right, let's see if I can do it at least where it's a little bit more even. But I think this would still be a totally acceptable mask in the end, I think. And for the speed, I mean, come on. All right, let's get some more fabric here. Actually, you know what, you guys? I have a couple more pieces of these that I never finished, or we didn't cut enough straps for these. So we could do the same system, you know, just stitching it on and scrunching it up. We could probably do the same system with these, but let's make another one of these quick, just so we can play with the measurements. So these straps are probably a little short, but I think there's plenty room for a head and being able to tie it still. So I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, let's make the straps a little bit longer this time. All right, where did we cut last time? So I did cut off the selvage. So actually it'll be a little shorter now, the width of the fabric. Where is oh, there's the selvage. Okay, so let's cut a whole pile of strips. So let's just put these edges together. Now this should be long enough. So this is 20 inches, so we'll get 40 inches out of this. So that's plenty long for straps. So these ones will be extra long. All right. Get that out of the way. And we'll just do a bunch. Oop, gotta get my glove. Here we are. let's just cut a pile of these. Let's assume we make 2 more. So we need at least 4 strips. I'm not going to cut forever because I want to sew, but let's get at least, maybe let's cut 6 strips if we can. Extend this out a little bit. All right, aim you guys this way a little bit. Let's get, how many did I say? Let's try and get 6. Let's go until I get run out of board here. And this fabric is a little softer than some of my other fabrics, so I think that helped it fold a little bit easier for the strap. All right, let's cut 2 more. So we have enough for 3 masks then. And I'm not, you don't even have to be so perfect on this because they get turned in. Like the edge gets turned in twice, so it's gonna not be perfect anyway. All right, 6 straps. I'm not even gonna press these. 6 strips, I mean. We're just going to stack them on a pile and grab them as needed. So, all right, let's get ourselves some fabric. Oh, and... Oh, no. That's right. I was going to do that fold-over way of doing it. Oh, and I have that piece already. Let's just trim that. So I did cut this. I cut it 9 inches. So this is 9 inches. And then, let's see. What do we have left here? Maybe this is enough. All right, yeah, so I did 9 inches by 12 inches. This is just a hair over, and I think we just go with it. So let's kind of get these ends together. This I could press. This I might press. So I'm just folding it on the edge, just kind of a center area, and I'm going to trim right on that line. And that's the deal. It doesn't have to be perfect because they can, you'll scrunch them up and they'll all be a little bit different size. Oh, did he, Gretchen? He the guy, that sewer, had all the straps around his neck and he was just cranking them out. Yeah, I mean, he was the real deal for sure. Okay, just moving some stuff out of the way. I am going to give these a press. That one is pretty wonky. My iron is far away today. You know what? I'm going to even spritz this. So, yeah, I can put water in this iron, but I don't know. I like having a dry iron, and then I just spritz when I need to. And I barely ever steam it or use water or anything anymore. Okay, 1. We probably have some moisture on there yet. This guy's got a little grasshopper on him. Okay, you guys, let's make these magic pouches again super duper fast. I'm going to have these next to me. All right. So, again, let's give this a go. He just folded it in half. I'm going to give it a little finger press here, just so it stays together. This is one of my thicker fabrics. It's just, it doesn't press quite as nicely. All right, and then let's just kind of give that a little bit of a turn. And actually, I really could, if I wanted to, top stitch this first and then stitch them together a little bit. Then I'd get my top stitching in right away. It'd be another, yeah, you know what? Let's do that. We're going to do it a little bit different. Let's fold it in just one side and give it some top stitching. And you know what? Maybe we'll get the next one going at the same time here. We'll chain piece them. So I'm just instead of doing that top stitching at the end, I'm just kind of doing it first, and then I'll follow these same stitches when I stitch the bottom. I think this will work. We're experimenting now. So a little extra step now, but I think it's going to save us a step later. So let's get this guy going at the same time. Because why not? Flip it in. Oh, I'm so excited about this, you guys. If you guys attempt this way, I want to hear how it went for you, so be sure to share it in the Penguin and Fish Crafters group. Alright, but now I gotta do the other side of the first one. Chain piecing this puppy. Oh, I should have timed myself when I started this, just so I could see how fast these actually go, because really, oh my gosh, you could just cut a whole pile of these. I mean, not the prettiest opening. I do agree with that it's not like that nice little envelope-y opening, but if this functions and it's this much faster, I think the speed wins a little bit. Alright, so that's step one, and I did it for both right away. Let's just continue doing both. So now I'm going to fold this together. Now my edges are finished already, and I'm going to just kind of stitch. It'll be adding another row of stitches, but I'm going to try and stitch on top of what I just did here. And if it's not perfect, that's going to be okay, because we're going for function. Function and speed right now. I don't even think I need a backstitch there because that's going to be enclosed. And I have an idea. I have an idea about the pocket, so let's do that too. Oh, my idea might not quite work anymore. But we're going to try. So I'm just going to zoom ahead here. Let's start right here. All right, let's get number 2 going. So what they're using the masks for, so the ones that are going to the hospital by us, they're putting more like paper surgical masks in. So these aren't necessarily the ones that will be going to people dealing with the coronavirus. They'll be going, at least where we're sending them, to nurses in the rest of the hospital. And actually, if you can get talking to a nurse directly, that's who you want to give your mask to, or find somewhere online where they're like a hospital that's actually collecting them, because I know a lot of them, I guess, aren't like getting through administration really. So, but the nurses still want them. All right, so we basically just kind of pre-finished it right now. So now it's already got that nice edge. Let's just snip our jump out of the way already. Let's separate them. So that guy's machine, who I'm modeling this speed sewing, I think his machine like snipped all these threads as he went and stuff. So one thing you could do, I think, if you wanted the hole like not right at the top or the bottom, you could just rotate it in like this a little bit. So why don't we try that? I think we're going to rotate it in a little bit, and then it can be at the bottom or the top. Actually, this little grasshopper looks like he should... Well, no, it's not going to matter. So why don't we just try rolling it in a little bit, and this can be like where the chin goes. And actually, it might be a good idea to really press this, but I think let's just go with the finger pressing route again. We'll do one with it at the bottom, and we'll do it one with it kind of tucked a little bit on the inside like that. Okay, maybe I even don't want to tuck it that much. Let's do it a little higher, just so it's right kind of on top, but hidden. I think right there. So let's get our first couple stitches here. Oh, this is where we want to get the strap. So I'm going to kind of mark the center again. It's not going to matter so much because I don't quite know where the center of this is. But we're going to go like, I don't know, an inch and a half or so higher. Line it up, and we are just tacking this down. If I can get it in there. So, little tack. Alright, and then I'm going to just move it out of the way. My needle is still down. And now here's the scrunchy scrunch time. So, he, again, just grabbed it all. And grab it all again. I'm going to try and make it smaller scrunches this time. All right, and then lay this down and stitch right along there. All right, side one done. Got a stray thread up there. There we go. All right, let's rotate. All right. Same thing, let's tack this down. Or actually, no, let's get the next strip. Plop that up in there. Okay, great. And gotta grab the ends though. Otherwise, they'll get sucked into the machine. All right. Oh, yeah, the scrunches. So now I'm going to try to attempt to, like, line these up a little bit better. Like, try and do similar measurements instead of, like, the speed one that I did earlier. So about, like, right there. I think I gotta go a little smaller. I think a little smaller in this part. Oh, I think I still have to go smaller there. There, I think this side is looking sort of even with this side. I mean, I suppose you could actually measure. I think this first scrunch needs some help. All right, I'm calling it good enough. Let's tack them all down. All right, and I suppose I could let's do the other one right away before moving on to the last step, because then we could actually connect all of these, strips. So I'm going to come back to this one, but it's looking pretty cute. That looks more of the same size, top and bottom. All right, let's toss that to the side. So now this one I'm going to leave that hole on the bottom, although I do think that kind of worked really well. See on the back here, now the opening isn't right at the bottom. It's tucked on the inside. So that's kind of nice, right? I think that's kind of nice. Let's do that with this one too. All right, let's just roll that in a little bit and then re-scrunch. There, so I just rolled it in so that opening was a little higher. And now we get it in the machine. Grab another strip. And I suppose once you get going at this, you know exactly where the center is. All right, so I'm just kind of grabbing the center and moving my finger up a little bit, and that's where we'll start. Oh, and I gotta scrunch yet. Okay, most important part, gotta do the scrunchies. All right. And 2. Suppose I can kind of finger press it a little bit over there. Yeah, that'd be awesome to have a machine that cuts all the strings. I mean, and he was going whoop, whoop. That's how fast his machine was going too. I mean, pedal to the metal, mine does not go that fast, and I would hurt myself, I think. I would definitely hurt myself with a machine that fast. It would take, years of practice, I'm thinking. Second strip. Again, I'm just kind of finding the middle and then moving up a couple inches, or not even. And that's what where I'm gonna start. Oh, right side together. Sheesh. Close call. That guy would have never done that, I don't think. All right. Now here, let's try and do this scrunch again so it matches. I'm just trying to match height and where they fall a little bit. Bit more. Maybe not on that one. That's about, we're close, I think. Let's do it. All right, last step for both of them, and we can do both at once. All right, let's fold them together to the inside. There we go. Oh, so Paula checked it out. His website, the guy in the link below, his website shows he's a professional tailor, makes men's suits. Yep, he knows his stuff for sure. All right, let's, I'm going to fold. Oh, Barbara says, you scared me there. I couldn't type fast enough to say the wrong way. Yep, I almost got too excited and put a wrong side with a right side. All right, so this time I'm tucking it in because let's give that a go. That's how my other ones were. I bet you I could do it here. Easy enough. There we are. That nice little finished edge this time. Ooh, something doesn't sound quite right. Hopefully it's okay. All right. Hopefully it was making a funny noise. All right, then we just pull on it a little bit, kind of roll everything to the middle. Zoop. Clean it up. Yep, it's still sewing. It's making funny noises. Don't like that. All right, get some more. Oh, I did this side first. Oh, I'm going a little backwards here. Oh, maybe not. Hold on. Got confusing myself. That's what's happening. That's not unusual, I suppose. All right. Now let's do the tacking a little bit. Roll this next bit in. Alrighty. Yeah, I mean, this has all the features. We are trying to get into the other one. I mean, I still do really like the other one, and I'll make more of those for sure. But again, if you're going for production of a ton of them, this isn't too shabby. Nolene thinks that my bobbin's almost out. You know what? I feel like I just wound it, but we did do a lot of sewing. It's misleading a little bit. I'm going all the way to the end here, or just about. Let's tuck all this in. Oh, maybe I'm going too much all at once. Nah, there we go. And I'm not sewing a perfect edge here. I mean, I could watch that a little bit better, I suppose. Like, get right a nice, make those ends match up. But really, it just needs to sew the one side to the other. It's not going to come apart. All right, let's tuck in those edges here, especially since we have the fuzzy selvage. I did get good at that. This little turn there from doing all the... What was it, like 120 straps or so with the amount of masks we made. Yeah, and then I can just start up this next side right away. Oh, Nolene says her featherweight makes this sound when it's low. I'm going to keep I was going to say an eye out, but I'll keep an ear out for that sound. We'll see if I'll have to check the bobbin when we're done here. All right, got that fold just to get started, and then we'll, get in there. There we go. Then I'll work on the rest of the fold here. Okay. So this has longer straps than the last one because I cut them a bit longer. All right, let's see if we can get this far. I think it's really about holding it tight, and then you can kind of pop in the edges there a bit. All right, and let's go a bit more. All right, now here's the big fold. Ooh, this is getting easier. This just felt like it fell into place right away just now, so that's good. to the end. Oh, I can't pull back all the way to the end, but we'll go to the middle at least. I'm kind of just folding it right here and then kind of pulling, and then I can tuck the rest in. There we go. Go a little bit further. Alright, this mask is done here, and I'm gonna just do the strips for the other one that we did at the same time, and that's two. That's two. I think I started this at about, 9:28 or something, I think. So that's two in about, I don't know, 25 minutes or so, right? Oh, I guess I'm not done with the second one. I can't claim that yet, can I? Oops, we're folding it. That's right. But I think at least 2.5 hours, and I feel like I could get into the groove a little bit more on this. And that was cutting too, so we cut this. So imagine having a pile cut right away. So you guys, tomorrow is Friday, so I'll probably, we are doing face masks every day this week. I'll probably do a few more like this. I wonder if I can, let's see how many of these ones I can make between, at least 6, because, we made 3 tonight, but we could just cut up a bunch of fabric. Well, just cut up more fabric and make at least 3 more. I think we would probably make 4 tomorrow. Oh, and we started late too. So, gosh, if we start on time, we could probably make 6 of these, especially if we cut them all up. That's a lot in one sitting, for sure. Oh, I did this one upside down compared to what I had been doing, but that's okay. I think it'll still work. I just kind of grabbed at it. Ooh, it's a little awkward doing it this way. Should have been paying attention that the front of the mask was up, but that's okay. It'll work this way too. So again, maybe I didn't line up everything perfect, like the opening is a little different on one side than the other, but again, it's just for the speed at which this is going. That might be okay. Alright, this is the last bit of this side, and then one more. Oh, Nilda, you're going to try doing this tomorrow, cutting. Awesome. Yeah, again, if you guys are doing this version, please share in the Penguin and Fish Crafters group. I think this would be, if you're making a whole lot of them, if you were asked by a hospital or something, or a nurse friend to make a bunch. this might be the way to do it, because holy cow. I'm tucking in this edge all nice. That doesn't take too much longer. All right, and then we can start up this next one. We're going to do it backwards again just because that's how it's laying now, because I messed up at the beginning, but it doesn't matter. Oh, I was going to fold it in. So, Gretchen, I think you can do the same thing with the 6x9 pieces. I think just like the big new thing in my head is just doing these straps. And I'm sure, like, to a tailor, this is like, well, of course this is how you do these. You just fold it in twice or whatever. But for me, this is not so obvious. I think we get just so used to doing something one way. Yeah, Barbara, I do like the pocket on the first one that we did too. But like I said, so I cut out 2 extra straps, so we could try, because I have some of the fronts made in the other way. We could give this a try for the straps, because I do like that pocket. It is a nice, pretty, finished pocket. It's nice. So it would be cool to maybe combine these ideas. So let's try and get the strips on those ones that I already made. All right, fold her up some more. Now I can do a longer length. That's close to my fastest speed on this, I think. Oh, that's true. With the pocket, they can fit the whole mask in probably a little bit more easily. Oh, this is it. We're done. Okay, so I think I'll try that strap thing tomorrow, because we do have one more day of this. Here, I'm going to get up here. One more day that I want to make masks. So I do have, like I said, let's do that. So I have a few of these done, but we didn't have enough straps. So this is in that other way with the pocket like this that we've been doing, which I really like still. So we can still use, I have 5. So we could still use that same way of sewing the strip on and do our little scrunches here. And I think, basically accomplished the same thing. So why don't we do that tomorrow? We'll cut a few more strips, enough for all of these, and we'll try and finish all 5 of these tomorrow night. But let's finish up these guys first. So they're all connected still. I have to snip them apart. Just follow the straps. So see, now the straps have that nice finished edge. Let's see if they look any better than the first one we tried. Okay. So here are the second ones. And you could press these flat too. So pressed flat, they look nicer. But there, I did a way better job at keeping them the same size there. And I'll have to trim that. But then, it still has that pocket. It's still a finished, we finished the edge nice. So you still could put something in there just fine. You'd have to kind of stuff it in there and kind of move it around and place it. So obviously you wouldn't be able to fit a big mask in here, but one of those paper surgical masks you could probably fit in there still. And, I could probably make the pocket a bit wider too. I could make the hole a bit wider, So instead of like there, I could go to maybe about there. But all in all, it looks pretty dang close to the ones that we were making yesterday, a lot faster. So, all right, here's this one. Well, it's not too shabby either. So, again, pressing flat would make it look cute. But, yeah. And then we have that little hole up here. I think I would make that bigger. Next time I'm going to make that a little bit larger. But I'm impressed, you guys. 3 full masks from cutting to... cutting, pressing, and finishing completely. Yeah, that one's a little bit wonky. Completely in, in 40 minutes, maybe? So let's call it, maybe like 13 minutes each? What? That's wacky. So I think I may be able to crank more of these out than I thought doing it this way. So I'm excited, you guys. All right, I am going to flip you around and we'll call it an evening here. Oop, there you guys. There we go. Hello. So again, that was I'm glad I saw that video. So thanks. I forget who originally posted that, but I appreciate it because I think we'll be able to make these a lot faster. Even though I do like that other way with that pocket. That pocket is very cute. I do like that. This little sliver pocket. But yeah, speed's good. 3 more done, you guys. So awesome. I will be back here tomorrow. I'll try and going on Facebook again. I know some people were wondering about that. That's what held us up. So we were going so slow on both. And once we got rid of Facebook, it worked again. So we'll give it a go. But we might end up on YouTube again tomorrow. But thank you guys again. And be sure to check out that video of that guy that tailor sewing this in literally like 20 seconds probably. It was kind of awesome. So awesome. Thank you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Good night.